Hello everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Marcus and in today's video I'll be talking about 5 cheap photo video accessories that you must have. Oh, and there's a giveaway as well. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being here. We recently reached 1,000 subscribers on this channel, and it's just so mind-blowing to me that there are so many of you here. So thank you. And just to celebrate hitting 1,000 subscribers, I'll also be running my first giveaway on this channel today. So stay tuned and I'll give you all the deets at the end of this video. All of these accessories I'll be talking about today are under $50 US. I'll be dropping links in the description below if you would like to check them out. And obviously there's more expensive alternatives for any of these accessories I'll be talking about. But if you are on a budget, these are really good ones to get started with. And these are some of the ones that I've been using on a day-to-day basis anyway, and they work well despite the price. So the first one I want to talk about is the variable ND filter. ND standing for neutral density filter. What an ND filter pretty much is just sunglasses for your camera that you put in front of your lens. So what this does, it reduces the amount of light that comes into your camera. The good thing about these is that they do not change the color of the light that comes in, and that's why they get the name neutral. As opposed to fixed ND filters, variable ND filters let you adjust the density of the filter as you turn the dial. So instead of carrying 3 or 4 ND filters, you can just carry one variable ND filter and just rotate the ring as you see fit for your scenario. There are a few reasons why you will want to get an ND filter. The first one is if you want to shoot at a wide open aperture, either at 1.8 or f2.8 for example, you're going to be letting in a lot of light into your camera. And if you're outside during the day, you're going to have an overexposed image. So you can use an ND filter to cut the amount of light that comes into your camera and still keep that shallow depth of field. If you're shooting video, an ND filter is going to come very handy because most of the time you want to set your shutter speed at double your frame rate. So if you're shooting at 24 frames per second, you want to set your shutter speed at 1/48 or 1/50. So if you're outside in a bright environment, if you want to maintain proper exposure, you're going to have to close down that aperture. But if you wanted to keep that aperture open to have a shallow depth of field, meaning a blurred background, you're going to need one of these filters to again block in the amount of light that comes into your camera. ND filters are also very useful if you want to shoot long exposure photos in a very brightly lit environment. If you want to have a long exposure image or blur that movement in your shot, you're going to have to slow down the shutter speed considerably. But when you slow down the shutter speed, you also let in more light into your camera. And if the environment is very bright, you are going to get an overexposed image. So again, the way to fix this is to bring in an ND filter to reduce the amount of light coming into your camera. The second accessory I wanted to talk about today is a polarizing filter. So these filters also go in front of your camera lens, and what they do is they reduce reflection, they reduce atmospheric haze, and they also reduce glare. They also increase color saturation in your images. These filters are also very useful if you're shooting landscape because they help you create deep blue skies while at the same time reducing the amount of reflection that you get from water. These filters also reduce reflection that come from glass or other non-metal surfaces. Very useful to have in your camera bag. The third accessory is a light modifier, is the 5-in-1 reflector. Most of these reflectors collapse really well, so they're very good for easy transport. These reflectors have 5 surfaces to it. So you have the white, you have the silver, the gold, the black, and also the diffuser. The white side provides a neutral soft reflection, which is usually good for a fill light. The silver side is similar to the white one, but it's more harsh and it gives you a more contrasty look and a lot more intensity in that reflection. The gold surface is very useful to reflect warmer light into your subject or to balance or neutralize a cool scene. This gold surface also can enhance skin tones. The black surface is good if you want to cut out unwanted reflections or to eliminate or reduce the spill of light. The last surface is a diffusion panel, and it's really useful if you want to soften the light that comes into your subject. So you can use this in the studio to soften the light from your LED panel. If you're outdoors, you can use one of these to soften and diffuse the light coming from the sun. And we all know that softer light is more pleasing and it makes your talent look a lot nicer. The fourth accessory I want to talk about is a pocket-sized LED light. Some of these are quite small, maybe the size of your cell phone, and because they're so small, they're very portable. You can bring them with you on any shoot. These lights can come in handy in many situations. They're good for product photography, product videography. You can use these as a hair light or even a key light combined with the right diffuser. They can also light your background, like one of the ones that I have here. I have the aperture ALM9 with the blue gel. This is giving me that blue hue right in the background right here where that Joby Gorilla Pod is. So just to show you that you can use one of these pocket lights as a key light, I'm going to be bringing that light to the front, and I'm going to be using that diffusion panel from the 5-in-1 reflector to act as my softbox. So let's check it out. So having one of these lights is going to increase your production value, and they're going to come in handy no matter what shoot you're in. And the last accessory I want to talk about is a mini tripod or a Gorilla Pod, which I have right here behind me. These mini tripods are so useful when it comes to stability, and because they're so small and so quick and easy to set up, they are actually a lot more portable than regular tripods. And I like to use the Joby Gorilla Pods because the legs just bend in weird places, so you can mount them onto different things, and they can be placed in uneven surfaces too. So these mini tripods have been very useful for me when I don't want to carry much with me and I want to get a time lapse or I want to get a long exposure shot and you need that stability. So let's get to the giveaway part of today's video. I'll be giving away one of these Kimafun wireless lav mic sets that I reviewed a couple of videos ago. If you would like to check these out, check the video here. So I've partnered with Kimafun to give one of these mics to one of you. So in order to enter the giveaway for one of these microphones that's valued at about $60, you need to just enter in the comments below what your favorite accessory is for photo or video. So this giveaway is open to anyone who lives in USA or Canada, and it will end on November 5th, 2020. I'll announce the winner of this giveaway on a video the week after this giveaway ends. All right, that's it for today. I hope you found this video useful. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so and join the crew. If you're already subscribed, thank you again so much for watching. That is all for today, guys. Until next time.